Hey guys, I'm Kate. Welcome back to my channel, and it is 9:27 on Friday, October 22nd, and in 33 minutes I'm about to start my mega writing weekend, and I am so excited. This was partly inspired because the Worldwide Write-a-thon is this weekend. I am hosting one of the sprints, and you know what? I just figured might as well go all in. A 4-day weekend, in fact, of which I will be writing. So now, in 32 minutes, I will be live on Twitch with the amazing and ominous D100 sprints that we will be rolling with. Very excited. It has some heft. Then I have a co-working session with one of my friends scheduled for later this afternoon, and then the Worldwide Write-a-thon starts at 6 p.m. today. I am so pumped. So I'm gonna be hanging out in the opening ceremonies in the chat, and then we're gonna be sprinting. I will be hosting sprint number 6 on my channel early Saturday morning, 6:30 a.m. my time, with some wonderful co-hosts, Kahila, Charmaine, Cam. I'm so excited. And the Worldwide Write-a-thon will continue on through Saturday and then Sunday. So I'm just gonna be trying to get as many words as possible. And then on Monday, it's usually my reprieve from streaming, but I am going to be doing 2 patron-only streams just to continue my mega writing weekend through Monday for all 4 days. I'm pumped. So basically, we're gonna see how much of Project Death I can get done. I have a lot I need to catch up on as I started NaNoWriMo early because I'm going to be gone for almost half of November. This is really like the final weekend push before the NaNoWriMo insanity takes over, since of course next weekend will be Halloween and all things spooky, so I'm so excited. But I have 30 minutes to kill before it is time to start my mega writing weekend, so I'm gonna go spend that moving about, doing non-writing things, and I will see y'all very soon. Woo! JC's already here, hi! Let us do it, and that was a hearty thunk. Bum 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 bum. Here's the thing, I think it's 58. Second sprint, and we roll. Well, that's pretty clear to me. I shall leave you guys in suspense. Okay, so I mentioned in my reread notes that I had used my D&D character's name here, and it actually doesn't go with Tuovi Toron or Bihokarthur or any of the other names, so I need to change it. So what I'm thinking is, let us see what Scrivener can come up with. We have 38 minutes left in this sprint and I've been spotted. Generate. Oh, I don't want to use initials only. Okay. Euro. Okay, Euro. That's what I will do. Euro. All right. We now have, I mean, you can see a minute left on the stream, but I am in the 6th chapter now finally, and so there's a little bit of stuff I need to work through here, but we're very closely coming to the end of this first bit. I've already done, once I finish the scene, 3,058 words. That's the one downside of copy pasting and then working within it, is you don't really know how many words you've gotten, but I've really been counting by scenes anyways, so God, this has already been so productive. Spotted once again. Beep, 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 beep. All right, that is time on our 2nd sprint. You guys, we survived the 55-55. Zelda is a ready sausage. Are you ready to go? Crushed it. 3,000 words. Let's go. I'm waiting for my friend to join me for our co-working session. But in the meantime,
be prepared to stop. You've got to slow down. Don't worry about the other guys that are around you. If you're in that sector, that is it. Your lap time's going to get invalidated.
Gone. This is so cute. Also, my wine kind of matches it. It's the first sprint of the Worldwide Write-a-thon. Oh, my nails almost match. I didn't get as much done on the co-working session because we never do, we just end up talking most of the time. But after I edit this scene, I will fully be at the 3,380 words. And this scene's only about, what, 324 anyway, so I'm over 3,000 for the day. So excited. Let's see if I can do this in the 20-minute sprint. What? I'm busy. I had to move again because my back's been hurting. So I figured I would just keep the standing going for a bit. I have a nice little mat. Yeah. She's just gonna lay like this.
It's an art piece.
Not gonna let me work.
And it's coming on soon. That's like November, I think they said. Ooh. I have to finish Only Murders in the Building. I haven't started.
Finn, this mat is not for you. This mat's for my little foot. Attack. All right, I might hop into a later sprint stream because I want to join Wallace, but my brain is goo. And if I'm being honest, it has been goo for a while, but 4,502 words. I'm actually not really counting words because, as you can see, I stopped right here. I'm having to really redo this scene, or at least the intro part of it. So really what we're gonna note is that I'm on the first scene of chapter 7. This is too long. I wanted for the dramatics, but all right. Hopefully I will be back later tonight, but if not, all right, it is 6:21. It is time to hop into StreamYard. I'm so sleepy. Look at all of my co-hosts. Such concentration. Honestly, my brain still feels like goo and I'm only at 343 words for the stream so far, but I still need to connect the new part of the scene to the old part of the scene, which will include getting rid of, I mean, honestly, whole bits of that part, but we're getting there. Zelda, the sausage, has already finished hers, of course. Alright, I'm currently stuck on the story, and I decided to go shopping. I'm just gonna kind of walk around and look at stuff. This is a dangerous way to do it, but I did bring socks so that I could try on new boots if I find any. I also will go to the library and drop off some of the books that I have finished / didn't get to, like this one. Anyways, the thing is, I'm basically, once I'm able to figure out how I want this scene to end, they're inside the Capitol walls. So it basically marks a change in the story for me. Like the first fifth will be done. Okay, so it's now Sunday. My Saturday was wanted to get up and move around to see if that would inspire me, and or at least like something would unlock. I don't know that it did yesterday, so I basically ended up, for a mega writing weekend, Saturday was kind of like a nil, a nothing, a goose egg of a day. However, it is now Sunday morning. I just watched my Tottenham Hotspurs lose, but I've been working on the project and I think I got it now. I think I got it. My big concern as I'm filling in a little bit more of the plot points leading up to stuff is that I'm messing with the emotional arc or the emotional beats, which is something that I think is actually going to take one more scene with Tuovi and the matriarch. So I'm hopeful that that will be the solution, but it's honestly something that I don't know that I'll have for sure until I do the reread to see if it just feels better. I do a lot of my story based off of how I think it feels. So like I appreciate using Save the Cat and plotting that way and outlining that way sometimes, or using it as an aid to my outlining, but ultimately I do so much of it by feel. I'm like, does this feel like the story I'm trying to tell? Does it feel like the characters are having their growth? Does it feel satisfying to the reader? I don't know that it's gonna be until I reread this beginning part, which I think I'm gonna do after I finish, obviously, a rewrite of this scene, because I put in this scene that didn't previously exist, but I think is necessary as of not yet rereading it, but that does mean it needs to flow differently into what was there before. So I think I got it, but I won't know until I finish the beginning and can reread it, which I think is still going to be another like 3 or 4 scenes from now, so I can flow it into them being inside the Capitol now. And then after that, the first like 4 or 5 scenes inside the Capitol do not need to change all that much. Like I will rewrite portions of it just to make it clearer. And again, I'm trying to make this as good as it can be so that I can give it to someone after when I finish. But you know, sometimes these certain scenes take so much longer than other scenes you breeze through on your rewrite, and so it goes. Looking a little bit like a forlorn sausage right now. I am certainly feeling that way. I think I got it. Oh my gosh, okay, so we just started watching Ted Lasso, and the commercial that originally aired way back when. Oh, 'tis done. That was it though. That's funny. Oh my god. It's Beard. You know, y'all are making it very hard to write. Mm-hmm. All right, it's early on Monday morning, and it is the final day of my super mega writing weekend. My glasses reflecting my screensaver is so fun right now. Yay! You already have Anna and Rainy Hammer in here, but is this too dark, do we think? All right. Did so good. Also, I'm debating, we talked about this on the stream, getting this little pop socket. It's so cute. Anyways, I managed 882 words for that stream, which is awesome. I'm feeling so much more confident today than I did even yesterday, but also even like Saturday. So excited. So I'm finally getting to a point where I can revise within the scenes better rather than just having to like come up with all new words. I still at some point, I think maybe on Tuesday, want to reread all that I have so far, because I am a little bit concerned that this might be dragging the emotional arc down just a little bit, or that I didn't execute it perfectly right, because I mean they're traveling, they lose like half of their people in this long trek, and there needs to be, I need to show how tough it is, and I don't know that I did that in the last draft, so I really tried to hammer that home this draft, but I'm worried that I might have hammered it home a little bit too much. So that is what I'm contending with, but coffee done, and 2 of my baby girls. Oh, are you ready? Gonna take a quick break. Yeah. All right, I am now 2 hours and 11 minutes from the end of my experiment, or not even my experiment, but my super mega writing weekend. And I believe, you know what, I will wait to calculate, but I think it's something around 10,000 words for the entire weekend, which is awesome, especially given how bad Saturday was for me in terms of progress. But I think it's one of those things where I needed that percolation time in order to move forward. You know, sometimes it's just gonna take however long it's gonna take, as much as I wish that wasn't the case. It is 5:50, which means that I have 10 minutes until my second Patreon stream of the day, but I do want to open up my book. The intrigue, whatever book could it be but the one that my story's in. I'm excited to see even more anthologies come out that people have helped organize, especially within the AuthorTube community. All profits are donated to charity. So, oh, so satisfying. What is that on page 1 in front of your house? How cool is that? I love a good drop letter. This is so cool to see. It's so fun. I haven't seen anything with the Kate Kavanaugh name in paperback yet, so this is just so cool. How fun. And I got to beta read Karma Always Comes Back by Shay. Look at this. From all of us involved with We're Not Home, thank you for reading and for your constant support. Be sure to check out all the authors on YouTube as well as their other published works. This anthology is the first in a series titled A Shade of Grim, with the aim to bring writers together and support charitable causes. So cool. Cam, this was awesome. Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of it. Yay! And now it is time to get back to the writing. This does not cover the full camera lens, so the dramatic impact isn't quite there, but we do have all the fun of like half of my head. Ooh, like a funhouse mirror. Alright, and that is it for my super mega writing weekend. I'm actually updating y'all on the Wednesday after. So I've had a little bit of a break, a little bit of a rest, a day break, a day rest. But I wanted to update you guys on how I did for my basically 10K weekend. 9,834 words added. But again, I'm not really counting by words as much as I'm counting by chapters and scenes that I've revised. And that is 7 total scenes, and it really moved me from still being in the sticks, or at least being very close to the sticks, to finally being in the capital. We have several scenes that take place in the capital, and we are rapidly approaching the second on-page death, which is so exciting. We're about to learn a whole lot more about the house, and I can't wait. I'm really excited to reread this part later, the up to 20,000 words that I now have completed in the story, because I do think that I solved a lot of the problems when I initially reread this. I'm also 1 chapter away, 2 scenes away, or 1.5 scenes as I've already started, from reaching the end of draft 3. So I keep calling this draft 4, but it's really in quotes because I didn't really get that far into draft 3. So I am almost once again on my own. I did all the work before. It's fine. This also marks something different for me in doing write-a-thons in the past, or the usual kind of write-a-thons I do where it's just 0 draft words and I'm trying to get as much as possible and I'm not trying to make them necessarily as good as possible. So this has been a really nice sort of example for what NaNoWriMo is going to be for me as a whole, just trying to make the best possible words that I can and make the story the most cohesive and complete that I can. So anyways, this write-a-thon was so wonderful. This mega writing weekend was phenomenal and I'm really excited. We're only 4 days away from the start of NaNoWriMo now, so yes. But I do want to say thank you to the lovely organizers of the Worldwide Write-a-thon, my good friend Jessica Williamson, Samantha L. Nassett, Sharing Forge. I know there's so much admin that goes into organizing all of this and it was so wonderful to get to participate again. Thank you to my lovely co-hosts Kahila and Cam and Charmaine for joining me either very early or very late their time. I had a blast and I can't wait to get together with all of them again. And thank you to everyone I got to hang out with in the various chats and the live streams that I'm still going to watch later when I need that extra boost of inspiration. But please do comment down below. Let me know when the last time you had a mega writing weekend was. Maybe let me know how you define a mega writing weekend. In some respects, this was, you know, I haven't done a 10K day in a while. Doing a 10K weekend like this, even though it was a 4-day weekend, was really nice for me. So maybe just the last time you got to set aside time to write exclusively. I know some people are taking off the first week of NaNoWriMo and I think that's a really cool way to celebrate and get some extra words in. And also let me know, besides NaNoWriMo, what your favorite writing event is, or a writing event that you would like to see in the future. Maybe a revise-a-thon, maybe a something else. And thank you once again to my lovely patrons for joining me on our double stream day on Monday, and thank you especially to some of my new patrons this month. Talene Mack, Callum, Catherine K, Jay Lee, Sarah Morgan, Miranda V, Carmela Dillman, Tarni Rach, Jessica Smith, Donna, Eric Gentry, Vorturis, Aditi Goswami, Melissa Nacera, Sally, Lewis Grace, Maria S. Haas, Jonathan Turner, Shay Jordan, Elise Jackson Williams, Becca Reading, Stephanie Gunn, Brandon Peck, Elizabeth Marion, Mike Bates, Clover Hand Reader, Sable, and Oliver Lunan. I will see you all very soon with a new video. Bye! And then oh, there we go.